Ciao ragazzi, if you are tuned in, welcome Interisti Worldwide to Inter Worldwide, and let's do a little bit of a chitty chat just before I go to work. I'll wait just a couple more seconds to get this started, and you guys can rewind it and play it back whenever you like throughout the day. So with the very short amount of time that I have, it looks like Simone Inzaghi is going to be the next manager of our club. Welcome to the 5 people that are already in here, to the 7, to the 8 people that are in here now. That's a nice little jump for the start of the day. Make sure you like the video and comment something for me to work with over the next 10 to 15 minutes before I head off to work. I'll let it just like settle for another minute or two, just to maybe let another couple of people come in here. So make sure you drop your thoughts below what you think of Simone Inzaghi as the next coach of Inter. Let's go through just a few pros and cons to start this off. It's worth mentioning it's about 95% official. Like, there's no reason why all this would have happened in the last like 8 or 9 hours if it wouldn't be. Hasn't signed a contract with Lazio. No communication with Lotito. He's met with Marotta. He plays a similar style of system, and he is a very low maintenance sort of manager in terms of his demands. Whereas a manager like Conte, who would be triple his salary, would start to demand more players, or to hold on to players, or to retain players. Like, it's more so that Inzaghi, to me, is what Jono's saying here. He seems to be a mentally weak character. Little bit weak, but that's okay. We were never ever going to get someone at the magnitude of Conte, but it's important to point out a few things that are going to happen now. The assistant coach will leave. Pintus will leave. The backroom staff are leaving. Z283 says, was Diego Simeone ever a possible option? We're looking to save money, bro, and you can't. His wage at Atletico Madrid is still something like 35 million a season, 30 million a season. Granted, he's like the Sir Alex Ferguson of their club. They'll never really let him go, to be honest. As long as Simeone is at Atletico Madrid, they can almost guarantee that they'll challenge every season, just out of his sheer mentality and stature at the club. Franco says, I think Inzaghi will do well with our squad, depending who we sell. So, yeah. Mossad, welcome to the chat, but I'm not going to be putting those sort of negative comments up on the screen, bro. So if this is your first time, welcome. But nah, none of that. So with the fact that he comes in, is like he'll be looking at this squad going, this is the best squad I've ever coached. Even if we were to sell 2, even 3 good players, this is a squad that Inzaghi will look at and go, well, fuck me, it's way better than what I've been working with at Lazio this whole time. Way better than what I've been working with at Lazio this whole time. I think Inzaghi is a better tactician than Conte. False. I strongly disagree, bro. But more power to you. Pintus is a huge loss, though. Yeah, he is. A lot of this backroom staff is a huge loss, because this Inter team, this is the bittersweet double-edged sword of forming a joint collective identity in a very temporary, inconsistent industry. It's the big reason you don't get attached to people at your own job. The big reason why you don't get attached to your manager, why you always want to stay flexible and on your toes, because things can change at any period of time. What's up, my brother Petros? It's good to hear from you, bro. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Still living a very, very positive life. I just think the fans deserve better. I just think the fans deserve better. Mossad, if it's 100% official and accepting reality, why are you not looking at the fact that Juventus are about to sack their coach? Why are you not looking at the fact that Milan will probably let Pioli go as well? Just because we are making changes doesn't mean every other team in Italy is all of a sudden Manchester City. We pissed the league by 12 points. And the only reason we're not going to piss the league again is because the manager left. So if you're going into that season with that mentality, I really hope the players and the management aren't, because then we're all fucked, mate. Do you see Stellini leaving? Bro, he's leaving. He's leaving already. He's pretty much walked out the door. He's 100% leaving. Stellini is gone, bro. The biggest problem for me is if Oriali leaves. If Lele Oriali leaves this club, we've lost the connection between management and the players. We've lost the connection between being able to just keep that dressing room functioning very, very well. So that'll be a big problem for me. If we lose Lele Oriali, I will be pissed off. Pissed off. So it looks like Bastoni, news is coming through that Bastoni has renewed. This is good news. This is finally some good news. That means if we are going to sell him, we are going to sell Bastoni for probably 60 freaking million. But let's hope that we don't sell him. Let's really hope that we don't sell him. Guys, let me keep knowing in the comments below what your thoughts are. It's not the worst decision, because look who we've got to choose from now. I went to bed last night really shitty because we missed the boat on Allegri. And even though Allegri is not the best manager on the planet, he's the guy that could have come back into this Inter team and probably would have walked into the dressing room and went, "Hi guys, let's do the club diligence, let's do the club respect. We're all thankful for Antonio Conte, but we are here now to continue the work." Another big plus, though, to signing Inzaghi is that he's very young. And we've said for a while, and Marotta kept saying, we want to continue with this project. If we're continuing with this project without Antonio Conte, but still with Marotta at the helm, it can still be recovered. Now your comment can go up on the screen, my G, Masab. I still trust in Marotta, though. That is the creed, bro. Marotta is the God around here. He's the man. He's the man. Can we challenge for Scudetto with Inzaghi? Boys, let's not forget, Lazio were in a title race with Juventus last season up until match day 33 with Inzaghi and with injuries. Okay? It's not all doom and gloom Armageddon like it would have been if I woke up this morning and we would be looking at coaches like Mihailovic or anyone from a oh man, I just didn't want Mihailovic. I was reading, that was the last name that I read last night before I went to bed, with Sarri, and I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, Sarri or Mihailovic, eh? Can't get any worse than that. I'm actually worried about Marotta, as he only has 12 months left on his contract, may do bare minimum for the next year, then leave. Bang on the money, bro. Bang on the money. That's a big concern, Jonathan. A big concern is the departure of Beppe Marotta. He needs to stay at all costs. He needs new contracts. Oh my goodness, that's one thing I will not be able to forgive, is if this guy is allowed to leave. Because if he goes back to Juve, or if he goes anywhere else, we are pretty much fucked. He is the glue holding it together at the moment, and I trust him because he is such a stable figure within the Italian footballing community. Simone has kept Lazio quite competitive with a thin squad. I feel like with a stronger squad and more depth, Inzaghi can maybe give us a strong run. When we talk a little bit more in depth, and just for anybody who's watching, if you're a part of the 21 people in here, please smash a like on the video. That's a really good number for this early in the morning. So please like the video right now. Right now. I'll give you a few more seconds. If you haven't, do it. Bene. When we'll be going live tomorrow, Sunday, more people will be coming on to give their opinions, and we'll dissect it a little bit more thoroughly in terms of, like, you know, expectations, who he might keep, who we might have to sell, who's going to systematically fit him properly. I would sell Brozovic, Lukaku, Vidal, João Mario, Nainggolan. I don't know if I'd sell Lukaku, but guys, we've seen his best season under Inter, and that's such a sad thing to say, because under Conte he probably would have kept going to do great things, but we've probably seen the best of Lukaku. And you might look at me and go, that's fucking negative as hell. That's crazy. He just started to hit his peak. Mentally, Romelu Lukaku is good, but I've been following him since he was in the Premier League. And I think Conte leaving might actually shake this guy to the core. I think Conte leaving might cause this guy to lose his head. And where he has been able to keep his cool in the last 2 seasons and finish well, we could see a rusty, dusty, sluggish Romelu Lukaku next season. I'm just saying, it's very, very possible. Very possible. By DiMarco, Locatelli, and Vlahovic, if we can get a little bit of money in, then we can definitely buy a couple of players to suit Simone. Do you think Inzaghi might sell Serge or others? I think Eriksen will stay. SMS would be a dream, but that's if you're Lotito and you're letting Inzaghi go, then the only thing stupider than letting Inzaghi go is letting Milinkovic-Savic go. We can't sell Lukaku, sell Lautaro all day, but not Lukaku. I would agree. And if we're ever going to get good money for Lukaku, we have to sell him now. That's a big thing, bro. We can probably clip 80 million or so for Lukaku at the moment. One dusty season, one rusty season, that becomes 45. 2 rusty seasons, it becomes 35. And that's real talk right there, no cut. Like that, the football players are like buying a brand new car. You drive them out of the gate or you step them off the pitch, they will lose value. they will lose value, man, unless they are right at the peak and prime of what they are. Venezia is back in Serie A. Apparently, they've scored a last-minute goal to put them back in Serie A, losing 2-1 to Cittadella. Oh, that's incredible. With a red card as well for 60 minutes. Venezia are going up to Serie A. Look how crazy they're going. Absolutely nuts. Forza Venezia. Auguri. Congratulations to Venezia coming up to Serie A. Definitely, in my opinion, the most interesting promoted team to come up. Venezia al Serie A. Good for them. Might even get a jersey. You see how sexy their jerseys are? Get one with Esposito on the back, baby. All right, let's go to a few comments. 21 people still in here. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you do, because I've got to leave for work in about 3 minutes' time. So we sell this and that, but who do we buy? Our Depot and Goss are still our target. No one with a monetary value will be our target. We got to do the Beppe Marotta masterstrokes of getting some free agents, or with some loan with obligations or loan with options to buy. Depot might be able to do that, but Gossens, I don't think Gossens is available for that sort of deal. He probably needs to leave on a full fee. Apparently, PSG offered Inter 50 million for Hakimi. Yep, I hope we told them to shove it. Hakimi's worth more than that. I believe we'll have a better Lautaro now. Debatable, but I love your optimism. Love your optimism. Lotito will never sell us his players as long as Inzaghi is here. Yes, he is a dirty C word like that. It's so easy to say that in Sydney, Australia. I just got to remember when I'm on camera, don't say that C word so liberally on air. I think we only need Gossens or Kostic, along with a creative midfielder. Which positions do you think we need to bolster? Oh, my bro, that really depends on who leaves. It's so impossible to say that at the moment. That's why I say stick around, because I'll be back tonight, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll keep covering this shit every day. So this morning it's just about the initial reaction, and I had a little bit of time, and I thought I just owed it to everybody, because it was very negative yesterday, and I'm slowly starting to see the positive and the end line. And I will say this, if we can take anything away from it, guys, this will make you feel better, what I'm about to say. I promise you. Conte and Inter had an expiration date, no matter what. And the expiration date was not that far away. This was probably going to be his last season. And there is a good chance if we didn't sign the players he wanted, there could have been a mid-season meltdown. With Inzaghi here, all he has to do is probably keep us challenging for the first position, keep us within 1 or 2 games and solidly in the top 4. And it'll be a fairly positive mentality going around this squad. As I said, we'll talk more expectations soon. We'll talk more about how we're going to go throughout the season. But I truly believe that Marotta has signed Inzaghi for continuity. That's funny, continuity. We had to get someone younger. We had to get someone who would be ready for a project to continue over the next 4 or 5 years. And he's spent 4 or 5 years on the bench at Lazio. He's not a coach that just jumps from job to job. And that's the risk when you get the world-class managers that are so sought after. They have one good season, they wake up the next day and, there's 3 clubs knocking at their door. It's bullshit. I would always sell Lukaku over Lautaro. One is 28, the other is 23. That's a good shout. That is a good shout. Perisic will occupy the left side next season. Don't see any big signings. Perisic is definitely staying now, in my opinion. There's no point in cooping 5-6 million for a player like that when he can still be valuable. Alive every 1 to 2 days would be awesome. Yeah, bro, you can almost count on the fact that we can provide that for you, man. Even if it's not me, bro, make sure you guys are jumping on the videos and show the love for the rest of the Inter Worldwide crew. Look at their videos, listen to what they have to say. Everyone's got an awesome opinion here, okay? And everyone's open. It's open to anybody, even fans of other channels. Show the love for the rival fans that come on here as well. They're great human beings. What's up, Tyler? Thanks for joining again. Thanks for the love. Vittorio, ciao fratello, come stai? Always felt like contest switch could flick at any second. We got a title out of him, but his blood is black and white. Got you, bro. I said that last night at home. I said, when I got home and started having a couple of drinks and I was talking to the missus, she's like, it sounds like you knew that this was happening. I'm like, at the end of the day, the guy is a Juventini. You can't take that away from somebody. The only thing bigger than his love for that club is his egotistical love for himself. That's why he's come to Inter, to win the title, stick the finger up at them, shove it in their face, and the Project Conte can continue. Brand Conte can continue. Conte never stays at a club long term. Yeah. Guys, I think I've said all I've had to say, and I'm actually quite glad that I jumped on because it's been a pretty positive video, and I don't think this is the worst decision. I don't think it's the worst decision. There were worse options out there. I really did not want Maurizio Sarri. Man management is very important in the game today for one specific reason. The younger players are very fragile. The younger players don't necessarily like to be told that they're not doing well or that they're not fitting in well. Sarri would come in and destroy a Conte environment. He would destroy it completely. He would absolutely massacre that environment. Who knows, we might play some beautiful football here and there, and we might win a few games, but he would massacre that environment. So it's not the worst decision in the world, okay? Yeah, all right, guys, I hope you have a good day. It's Friday here in Sydney, which means it's a beautiful day. If it's Thursday evening where you are, have a good sleep. And always remember, guys, do something nice for people. Be a nice human being. Be kind. It's free. Forza Inter, Forza Inter Worldwide.